This scam cost me $143, and it's so smart that even my credit card company refused to refund me the money because they said it was legit. So here's what happened. I was sitting in the Madrid airport in Spain, and I was waiting for my next flight until I saw a message delayed next to my flight. Now, these things happen. I travel all the time, and my rule is simple. One delay is fine, as that usually works itself out. But if there's a second delayed, odds are pretty good that that flight is gonna be cancelled. And sure enough, the second delayed message appeared an hour later. Now, what I normally do back in the US is call the airline customer service and book another flight instead of risking the flight being cancelled, and then you have like 300-400 people trying to be rebooked, and it just becomes a mess. But I wasn't in the US, and I certainly don't speak any Spanish. So I just Googled airline name customer service in English. I found the number and called it. I spoke to a very nice airline customer service agent who said he could just rebook my flight, no problem. He asked me for my name, my last name, and the record locator so that he could pull up my information and see what's involved with changing the flight to a new date. He quoted me $143 as the class of ticket I purchased was a lower fare than the ticket I wanted, so I didn't qualify for that free change. I gave him my credit card info, and sure enough, I received confirmation from the airline that my flight had changed. I even logged into the website and the flight was there with the new date like we discussed. So far so good, right? Well, actually no. What happened was that I just got scammed out of $143. And if you're asking yourself, where is the scam? That is exactly why this is so brilliant. And you're right, I was the one who called the number. It's not like they called me. I gave the information and I received exactly what I asked for, a change of the date of my flight. So let's rewind back and break this down. So I made the first mistake. With the stress of being in another country, not speaking the language, and looking for an English-speaking customer service agent, I called the number that came up in my Google search. That number was not the number of the airline. It was a web page that had been optimized specifically to rank up in Google search whenever somebody asked for that exact search phrase. When I called them, they even answer with, airline name, how can I help you? But what sent my scammer senses tingling was when he asked for that PNR, that passenger name record. You know, that letter number code that you get with each airline reservations. Why would he need me to provide that record locator? I have called customer services in many countries around the world, and usually it's they are the ones who need verification that they're talking to the right customer. So they tend to ask some sort of security question. I mean, like in Italy, they asked to confirm my birth date. In the UK, they wanted the third letter of my email and the fourth character in my zip code. In the US, the IVR phone system automatically marries the cell phone number I call from to my frequent flyer account, and they have all the information. So what's with this business of me giving him the PNR? So what I did was told him that I'm looking for it, and I actually went to the airline's website in the meantime, found the customer service number, and called them on my other phone. I asked them to check if any agent is currently working on my account, and they said no. I also asked them to confirm if they use an external company or central reservation service of some sort, and they said absolutely not. Okay, scammer dude, let's play. So now I know I'm speaking with a scammer, so I played along. I wanted to find out what the scam is all about, and you do that by following the money. Besides, at this stage, I thought that my credit card company will simply reverse the transaction since it's a scam. I'm going to get my money back, right? Well, it turns out it isn't so. We'll get onto that shortly. Well, he was able to change the flight because I gave him the PNR. You can go to most airline websites, and if you've got anybody's full name and the record locator, you can make changes to that flight. You can even cancel the flight. The other reason why this is so smart is that they actually make the change so that it doesn't raise any suspicion, especially when you get an email from the airline confirming that a change was just made. All you need to do is pay the price difference, which is totally normal. And this is where the scam is. They quote a fee to change the flight, citing all bits of jargon to make it plausible. If you've ever tried to make a change to a flight, you know that sometimes there's going to be a fee, depending on what class of tickets you booked, and if you book directly through the airline or from a third-party website like Kayak or Expedia. The airlines themselves may also charge a flight change fee. So, in the victor's mind, this all seems to play along perfectly fine. And again, they are the ones who call the customer service agent like I did, who actually did change the flight. And then you do get a confirmation from the airline, and you think nothing more of it and move on with your life, not realizing what just happened. And here is where it gets even weirder. So now we know that it is a scam, and we know how it's done, and it's time to get my money back, thinking I'm just going to report it to my credit card company and get my money back. Well, things didn't go according to plan. You see, after getting a fraud report, the credit card company investigates if it's legit or not. They may give you the money back instantly in the meantime, or they may just hold on to the money while they look into it. I was prepared for that. What I wasn't prepared for was for them to come back to me and saying, no, sorry, you're not getting your money back because this is a legit transaction that came from the airline company who confirmed that the flight was indeed changed. Wait, what? How is that possible? We know this is a scam. So I called the airline company and they confirmed that absolutely no charges were taken from my credit card because of my airline status. That change is for free anyways. They also have no record of me calling them or an agent even helping me. So what the heck, credit card company? Well, back and forth between me and the credit card company, and I finally see that there is a number at the end of that 143 transaction. It says something like airline name dash number. And I googled that number. A quick search on the BBB page, and there are many complaints about the exact same thing, and it certainly seems like they are our people. So, how did the credit card not see this and reject my claim? Well, I got a hold of a financial security contact who said that these kind of scams are possible because there are credit card machines out there where the business owner can put whatever they want as their business name without contacting the bank first. So these guys use a credit card terminal and they simply enter the airline name and they take the money. And apparently this is enough to get by the investigation, and scammers continue to make money. I obviously put all this together and sent it over to the credit card company and appealed their decision. I now wait to see if they will refund me my $143. So a couple of hard lessons learned here. Number one, always use the airline's websites to get their customer service, not a Google search. If they offer a service in English or any other language, they will tell you that when you call them, press 1 for this, press 2 for that, and be redirected. Number 2, never share your PNR. This is something that is done accidentally on social media with all excited people ready to fly for their vacations. Don't do that. Cover it up. Same goes with any QR codes that are shown on your tickets. Those QR codes sometimes reveal very personal information like frequent flyer numbers and a whole bunch of other stuff. Number 3, airports and travel delays can be stressful. Give yourself time in case things go wrong and you need to make changes. Under the time pressure and the stress, you're more likely to make rash decisions. I actually saw someone airdrop a file to people around him with a link for a free meal voucher when an airline delayed their flight. Those who clicked on the links were simply rickrolled. Funny, but it could have ended much worse. It's those people who typically get scammed. Maybe I should try a social experiment to see if people will fall for it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. It's scams like this that make it so easy for identity theft to happen. So make sure you protect your identity before it's sold on the dark web. Or check out this video right over here that YouTube thinks you would like. Hit the head down here to subscribe, and let's get to that 1 million sub mark. And I'll see you in this video, or this video, or I'll see you in both. Let's go.